The next soul on the list happened to be a murderer. He had killed a family of 3. For this, he was hanged. The angel entered the room. Seeing that the man was already sitting, he too took a seat. The angel began, "Sir, what is hope to you?" The murderer thought for a while. "Hope? Well, if you ask me, it would have to be the sun. It's just so inspirational to me. Every day the sun sets, but each time it somehow manages to get back up. It never gives up. There are many people who look up for the sun, who wait for it, who need it to survive. And the sun realizes that it holds a responsibility to the people surrounding it and tries its best to hold up to its duty. During the winters, when the days are short and nights longer, you may find the sun to be down for a bit longer than usual, but it still somehow gets back up. It still finds a way. The sun finds its way into dark rooms through the smallest of cracks. It finds its way into lands as far as the north and south poles. There is always a way. And personally, it is just very beautiful in general too. Not just the sun only, but the entire sky surrounding it. I could stare at it for hours. When I was caught, I was kept in a jail till the day of my execution arrived. My cell had a window high up in one of its walls. I would look at the sun and the sky from it. It was a good way of passing time, honestly. Though I could only see so much, still, that small piece of sky that I could see from that window, it meant everything to me. I also used to write poetry, and oftentimes the subject, or you can say the muse, of my poems would be the sun. I would engrave it on the walls of my cell with a sharp object. I remember this poem that I came up with. It went something like, "Tap, tap, tap is the sound my feet makes. In a while, no sound will be there to write or hear. The sweat, it keeps on running. The sun, it keeps on burning. I keep on smiling. Thank you." It's not good really, but this poem helped me come in terms with my death. It's a funny thing almost. I discovered hope 2 weeks before my death. I had lost hope from the world. I thought it was meaningless. Nothing mattered. Many philosophers have said that we can create our own sense of meaning, or enjoy our lives as they are, without it having any grander sense of purpose. But I found it to be mere naivety and nonsense. The world is just non-stop, blatant, continuous, cyclical suffering with no end but death. And creating your own meaning is only an invitation to more suffering, for birth is nothing but the first step towards death. The meaning is destined to be questioned someday and be broken. What then? Only more suffering. Just like this, I murdered that family of 3. I thought it meant nothing. I accepted my crime on the first trial itself and was sentenced to here. I thought this meant nothing too. That was when I met the sun. It greeted me every day. For once I thought, why would anyone even want to see my face? But then honestly, I grew to like it. Every night I would wait for it to come up, and before I knew it, I loved the sun. Every day, whenever I would be able to get my first glimpse at the sun, my conscience would be smeared with joy. Then one day, when the guard came to my cell to give me my food, he said to me, "I hope you know that the day of your execution is about a week from today." The first thought that came to my mind was, I can only see the sun for 7 more times. That night, I felt a bit anxious. It felt like millenniums since I'd felt that way. I felt more eager to see the sun than usual. But for the next 2 days, it rained almost continuously. I felt almost panicked when I could see no sun and no sunshine. I had done it again. I had gotten attached to something and was now grieving when I couldn't have it. For all those time I tried to teach myself that how meaningless all of this was. Oh, how easily it all crumbled. What should I do now? I feel scared. I don't want to die. This is what they must have felt when I held a knife at their throats. What was I thinking back then? Well, I don't believe there is any point in feeling ashamed about those who I killed or feeling sorry. It isn't related to the question that you've asked. For once, I even thought that was any of this even worth it? Was the joy worth it when compared to the pain I feel now? Would have been better off without ever gazing through that window? And honestly, though the memory of the sun does hurt, it still gives me some warmth. For a split second, when I remember that good time, I feel happy, even if it is later overtaken by grief almost instantly. Even though I was bound to lose it, just the fact that I was able to experience it in itself was a blessing. I am glad that I was able to feel what it feels to wait for something again. I now realize that it is a blessing to cry for something. My love and my humanity persevered through my tears. That night, for one last time, I hoped. I wished that when I will be hanged, I want the sun to be out. I know I'll be sad if it doesn't, but I believe hoping is worth the pain. There is some joy in that too. That poem I recited expresses this feeling of mine. And I was hanged at midnight. So yeah, that was it. Thank you for your cooperation.